Good morning, everyone. I hope you had a fabulous weekend. We had 65-degree weather on Saturday, and yesterday I think the high was 33. And once again, the moisture went north, south, and east of us, so we're still very, very dry right here. And Kansas could use some moisture. We're the #1 producer of hard red winter wheat, and the crop needs some moisture. So anyway, we had a great Easter and put a fire on yesterday afternoon with the guests that came over, and we had a great time. So hope you all did too. Started with our disclaimer. Hypothetical or simulated performance results have certain limitations. Unlike an actual performance record, simulated results do not represent actual trading. Also, since the trades have not been executed, the results may have under or overcompensated for the impact of any of certain market factors, such as lack of liquidity. Simulated trading programs in general are also subject to the fact they're designed with the benefit of hindsight. No representation is being made that any account will or is likely to achieve profit or losses similar to those shown. Okay, the news out of Asia was China responded with tariffs on 128 different items from the United States. And right now it seems to be a pretty measured response. Don't seem to be going at it with a vengeance, so to speak. They have to be careful. They need our markets more than we need theirs. But tariffs can really, really upset the apple cart for any individual company out there. Europe is on holiday today. All European central banks are closed. I would assume all major banks are closed over there. And probably has more effect on treasuries than it will on equities. That remains to be seen. Normally when Europe is on holiday we have pretty quiet markets over here, but we do have news today that can change things. PMI manufacturing 55.7, ISM manufacturing 60. That'll be the news focused. And then construction spending at plus 0.5%. That one can probably come in lower, but the news focus will be ISM manufacturing. So with Europe on the sidelines, we either get a very quiet session or the moves are exaggerated because we don't have the buffering from that group. So my guess is we're looking at trading ranges and looking at Friday's action right here, we have rejected prices above 3. So I have a sale basically at 1 to 5 this morning, leaning against resistance, sell 1. And then 8 to 12 for sell 2. On the buy side, 25, 29. And then 17 to 21 for buy 2. Yeah, I do feel a lot better, Chuck. On Saturday, I think it broke finally, and got on top of the bronchitis, which I've never had in my life. But you talk about funny and strange sounds coming from one's chest, especially when you're trying to go to sleep. That was a brand new experience for me, but that is behind me, and the cough's way down. So I think I've whipped it. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how long I last today. Gotten used to being stretched out on the couch here for the last 2 weeks. Not to the point where I have bed sores. Okay, looking at the 30-year, our resistance is 12 to 16 is where it starts. It'll be #1, so selling 19s to 23s, sell 1. 27.31, sell 2. On the buy side, support is 4 to 8. So we'll make 29.01 buy 1 and 21.25 buy 2. Gold is up, or it was when I looked at it a couple hours ago. And it's still up. So we've got this break in the market up here, basically at 40, and then we had this spill from 38. So 38 to 40 is pretty good resistance. Looks like it's going for stops above the night session, so we'll put 38 to 40, sell 1. 44, 46, sell 2. Gold is not generating follow-through buying nor follow-through selling, so it's a little tough to make a directional call right now on that. 30, 32, buy 1. 25, 27, buy 2. Euro was extremely quiet. I think we only did 22,000 contracts overnight, or had when I looked at it. Bottom of the trading range is the 2350 area, and so far it's holding. And then we've got this spill up here at 2450. So we've got looks like a 1-point range right here. So the best sell would be against 2450. And the best buy would be against 2350 as it stands right now. So 24.25, sell 1. 24.50, sell 2. On the buy side, 23.75, buy 1. Kind of bracket the market here. I don't look for, with Europe's banks closed today, I don't look for much action in the euro. I think our opportunities lie elsewhere. Crude oil was up a little bit this morning when I looked. There's a great article out on Imprimis by one of my very favorite authors. You know him as Spengler, David P. Goldman. Really writes great stuff. Has written for the Asian Times for years. Has superior insights into China, Asia, and what's going on over there. So take the time sometime this week to read the Imprimis on China, Goldman's takes on China. I think it's will be helpful. Okay, we're trying to trade higher right here, so let's make 65.50, 65.75, sell 1. 66, 66 and a quarter, sell 2. On the buy side, support is at the buck, so I think we'll start off kind of quiet here. Buy 1, 64.75, 65 even. Buy 2, 64 and a quarter, 64.50. The Saudi prince has made his tour of the United States, and I think he got what he needed to get out of his trip. If he's able to pull off those reforms that he's trying to pull off right now for the Middle East, I mean, he will be a major agent of change over there. A lot of people forget, though, that while the Saudi deal with the Wahhabis took place back right after the turn of the last century, the deal to export terrorism started in the 70s. So the super restrictive Sharia law, cops, all that other stuff are kind of late to the Saudi lifestyle. Well, you know, a couple of generations now. So maybe he will be able to affect change. Maybe there's some of that memory over there. And again, most Muslims are like anybody else. They just want to be left alone. But there's 10 to 15% of them that are determined to impose Islam on the rest of the world as per their instructions from the Quran. So we'll see what we get. Okay, right now, just look at resistance really starts at 40. It's 40 to 45. We're at 32 right here. I think we got a chance. We've got a P right here, so it's trying to point higher. We've got news this morning, probably is going to be favorable. So we'll make 39 to 44, sell 1. 49 to 54, sell 2. PMI manufacturing 55.7. 60 for ISM. Barclays had a big report out talking about how the world's economic growth looked very, very solid for 2018, even though it was pausing right now. I think most of the world is still playing for a good 2018. And construction spending up 0.5%. So we'll see what happens. China's tariffs that they imposed on 128 U.S. items, while no fun if you're having them imposed on you, was a pretty measured, quiet response to what the U.S. did. So people are hopeful that the trade war is not going to get out of hand here. And then it's back down to the tax cuts kicking in for businesses and kicking in for individuals, and what that does to the spending. And there's probably going to be a quarter lag on that. So if the FANG selling starts today, the tariff news was not good, but not all that bad either. So will the selling start in the FANGs again today? If we had bad tariff news and the selling starts in the FANGs, the market can sell a great deal. So people have all their eyes on Amazon, Facebook, and Tesla especially, followed by Apple and Google, which have missed most of it so far. It's going to take a bit to get everything up and posted. I will get busy on that. I will be back with you as soon as possible.